Hey, good morning everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss Pre-Market Report for Monday, October 2nd, 2017. I'm Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. We have a continued uptrending behavior overall. Price has again managed to push through the top of the trading range here and just continue to new highs. We've now reached the 2517 key level, which is the 50% expansion from the previous key range. We still have the 100% expansion target at 2546. Again, the idea was on this day right here, when we pushed through that 2473, 2480, pullbacks into that zone would likely be buying opportunities for a continuation. We got to 2485. That was the low right there on that day. So we got very, very close to 2480, not quite into it, into 85. And so far, quiet until here, a recent squeeze to new highs. So again, the market continues to be bullish, continues to trend up. Even on the sideways quiet days, it's still never too far away from an all-time high. So just continue to trend up overall. Again, pullback, still buying opportunities, and we'll continue to watch as this thing develops and pushes toward that 2540 here. So 2546, the next upside target. Here's a look at crude oil. So in crude here, you can see that the previous Thursday here, we had quite a session where price came up, got within 9 ticks of our 52.95, and then dropped back below, running 2-day stops for a while before closing here. So this is a pretty significant day in the chart. We had a quiet hold day here on Friday, a digestion day, and now you see a stop run day through lows here. 50% stop run day, a big time downtrending market so far. Typically speaking, you would continue to look to defend pullbacks, defend LVNs, defend value in a downtrending mode until the market develops some sort of range at lows or finds some sort of rejection. So right now, we see a clear rejection of these highs, a stop run day below 2-day lows. I mentioned to our group in the trading room, any bounce toward 52.30 could be a big selling opportunity for 48.91. So that was what we were looking for on Friday. Really, if we got to push up into 52.30, we were looking for a sell opportunity back down. No bounce is seen into that level just yet. A stop run day already in effect. So in the upcoming session, even if the day continues to look as it does, any pullbacks toward where the stops came out could still be a selling opportunity for a continuation and a return to that 48.91 CVPOC. Here's a look at gold futures. Gold has continued to be a pullback here from those recent highs. We got just above 1360, a gap down, a push downward, failed new high on this day was what got us believing that we could see more weakness. Failed new high on this day, failed new high on this day. Of course, we had the rejection off of 1370. So all of that right here has still been strong. We're still giving strong indications that this is continued weakness overall. Any bounce into the PIMAs or the pivot range now for the new month could be a selling opportunity for a continuation back toward 1252s, which is composite VPOC. So in our trading room, what we're looking for is a return to 1300 and as high as 1302. Any bounce into that zone right there could be an opportunity to look for rejection and a return back to 1250. So it could be about a plus 50 there at the very least. So something to watch out for early in this week. Lastly, let's take a look at the NQ. The NQ has been again, quietly bullish here over the last week. This was after price pulled back here, dipping as low as those 58.40s. And then from there, we got a nice little bounce right back to 6K. Now, that's right where we are at the moment. You can see actually 97.25. When we were at 6K before, really was unable to see strength beyond that zone. That's why we had to auction back, entice new buyers here into the market, and subsequently push this thing back up. So right now, any pullback could be a buying opportunity early this week at the pivot range, perhaps the midpoint of the previous week's range. pulling back into this zone here could be an opportunity to look for a squeeze. If that is the path early this week, then we obviously have upside targets here. 60.86 is still the next major upside target. And then once we get a pullback here, we can then look to that low and forecast higher our ADR targets for the week here and for the month. So that's going to be something to watch out for. Right now it's forecasting off this low, so if this pulls back about this much, you're likely going to see target zone somewhere about right here. So that's what we'll be looking for here as we begin the month. Also, quick announcement here. This afternoon, since it's the first trading day of the new month, October, we're going to be hosting the monthly market outlook at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. You'll use the Join Me link with the PivotBoss code. I'll tweet out that link from the post that gives you the information. So I will be putting that out later on here for a link, and you can join me at 3:30 p.m. for another monthly market outlook. We're going to talk futures, stocks. We're going to talk some longer term outlook heading into the end of the year and the new month of trading. Looking forward to seeing you soon. All right, everyone. Take care, trade well, and I'll see you this afternoon.